And we welcome you to Gainesville, Florida. Northern Florida, just off Interstate 75. The crowds pour in here for the Gator Nationals.
I have a real special relationship with my fans. I just adore them. And one of them has even asked me to do something special for him and his girlfriend. You're Billy?
Yeah.
I've met you before.
Oh yeah, Milwaukee.
What happened to your girlfriend? Run her up?
She's right here, Amy.
Where's Amy?
Right here.
Amy, you were taller last year.
Come on, my feet.
Amy, I want you to come here. Come here, Amy. Now, I don't want you to say nothing. This is something. She thinks she's going to get an autographed shirt. Jeez. I want to hear this.
Amy, we've been going out like 3 years now, and we get along so well. You support my car project.
Big time.
I love you with all my heart.
That's all we have in the movies.
Would you please marry me, Amy?
Yeah.
Boy, this couple sure looks happy. So let's hear it for Billy and Amy. You know, it's kind of sad because I remember when Lori and I used to be like that. You know, I've been racing for 30 years. I've won 13 championships. I've been on fire from here to Australia, and nothing could prepare me for having daughters.
For the 9th time this season, loses first-round matchups in a row.
I think the only thing I appreciate is winning.
John Force has got to concentrate on winning this race.
They say you go from hero to zero in 5 seconds.
That might be a credit to his success and also his demise.
The pressure is enormous. It's up to Force. Here we go.
Right now, okay? But I swear to God, I'll fix it. But that was last year. This year's a whole new ball game.
You know, what things have you done this year to regain your focus on winning a championship?
You know, after 14 years, you really believe that you're just unbeatable. And I got a real good lesson that anybody can be beat. And the real key is get focused back online, getting the minds right, got some new troops. So right now, focus is get to Pomona, win rounds, and try to win the race. That's the key. The Hill is a place where Lori and I go to have coffee, to get caught up. But it's just a very peaceful place to be. Can I talk to you for a minute? We got some issues. I feel like something bad's coming.
You're just a negative thinker.
No, if I'm not good enough to do it, I need to get out. And I just can't seem to get it right lately.
Winning a race, that might make you happy.
No, that's just a Band-Aid on the problem. That's why I come up here and try to hide. I'd like to come up here and sit with you.
Maybe you shouldn't be happy, but you should at least be optimistic. It's the start of a new season. Anything can happen, and
when I come out of the box,
that's promising.
And it puts a number on the board, I'll be well. Certain things I've been really stupid about. Try to be a dad, I don't know how to be a dad, and we're only kidding ourselves. I think the only thing I appreciate is winning. You're the only balance that I got in my life, and you've about had enough of it, ain't it? Or you believe you're gonna fall in love with me all over again because I took your kids racing? You think that's gonna fix it? It's gonna be a long old season. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for Lori. But along the way, something went wrong, and I don't know if I know how to fix that. I don't know if it can be fixed. You can say that drag racing has pulled us apart. The truth is, we haven't lived together for 7 years, but we're still married. She said she loves me. She just can't stand to live with me. Maybe I drank too many beers at Hooters and looked at too many girls, but I know the person that I love. I just got to convince her, I guess. See how this woman looks? Come here, baby. What is
You know I look just like this in my fire suit?
Oh, you get all the attention because you're the champ?
There you go.
Wait a minute. You got a bigger one than me.
That's what everybody says. Does size matter?
Yes.
I want to win again. I bow to the king.
You will always be the king. You will always be the king.
All I ever cared about was winning. Win, win, win. That's all that I live for. But you've won just like me. Now, why did I screw it up and you didn't?
Do you ever just go say, hey, Laura, you know what? The kids are grown. Let's go on. Let me buy you some flowers for no reason. I don't have the answer. I don't know what I'm doing. The reason John Force is driven and the reason Gary Scelzi is driven is because we're both afraid of losing.
Driven. I'm driven to win a championship, but in that drive, I drove my wife away. I really screwed it up. And all I wanted to ever do was be respected. And I thought I showed my wife who I was and how great I could be. And she said, 13 championships? You don't even get it.
It's a different time. As I was racing in the alcohol, I did it on a weekend. I did a weekend warrior, went back to work. Not like you. You had to do that for a living.
My old buddy Scelzi. Yeah, he's got a good head on his shoulders. And maybe it's time that I start making some changes. Ashley, you got a second for me?
Yeah.
I just won't be a minute. Listen, I want you to give me some ideas. I want to take your mom out. No, I don't mean go over to Coco's and Kino's like we have for 100 years.
You should like rent a good movie or something.
But now you tell me.
Oh, you should rent, what's her favorite movie? Dr. Zhivago?
Hate it.
It's not about you.
But if your mother thought that I really dressed up nice for her, I've got a couple ideas. I don't know whether to go to a restaurant or whether I ought to go home and cook for her. Do you got some ideas?
You should cook for her.
Cook
That'd
for
be
her?
cute.
With a limousine and some flowers. She'd say this guy really gives a okay? And then she goes over and sees me really catch and cook her a fish.
I have an apron you can borrow.
Apron would be
For real.
nice.
It'll be cute.
I'll cook her a fish.
Does she know you're doing on
Rice and broccoli.
Does she know you guys have a date?
If she shows up here, I'm gonna ask her. I feel like when I was back in junior high, the first time I asked a girl out. My hair looked good? I was a whole lot cuter then. I hope this is a good idea. I'm trying to take a marriage that kind of went down the tubes, and I'm trying to put some fire back into it.
Bye.
Now, can we take a minute on a serious note? Can you be serious for once? I had kind of a long day.
Okay.
What? I'm not being funny, I'm being serious. Would you like to go out with me on like a real date? And I don't mean Kino's.
Is this just an excuse to have a business meeting and go over all the problems and the...
No, I promise I won't talk. I won't talk business. I'm a little tired of business too.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll just, I'll take you somewhere and surprise you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Just you and me.
Okay, it's a date.
Thanks.
Give me a kiss.
Okay. Usually our going out consists of going to dinner with a cell phone in his hand, or if he forgets his cell phone, he will use mine and continue doing business. And it's still that way. He does all the talking. Nobody can get a word in. I can't imagine him doing anything romantic. I don't think he knows how.
Mandy, 2:30 in Dallas, right?
Me and my sisters got together and we decided that we're gonna give my dad a complete makeover. We're gonna do his nails, take him to the nail salon, get him all cleaned up, cut his hair, and then give him some pointers on what to say and what not to say on a date with my mom.
What are we doing? What are they doing with it?
I feel bad for Dad too.
Why do you gotta soak my feet? I washed them a week ago. You're doing it too?
Yeah. Are you kidding? You're paying, by the way.
How stupid do I look over here? Nobody's ever seen my toes. Are you mad at me, hon? Are my toes that ugly?
You're telling me you don't feel it.
Man, with you guys, who needs a wife? I never felt this good in my life. Don't wake me up.
What are your plans for your date?
I'm canceling the date. I'm coming here. This is absolutely perfect. You getting tired?
After this, we're gonna go over to the boathouse and cut Dad's hair. Yeah, I think we should like spike it kind of like
I
forward.
really think we should color it and darken it.
Nothing could hurt me now. I don't think I'll be able to walk. Man, there is a life outside of racing.
Thank you,
Where do I pay and where do I tip? Thank you. Thank you. I know you want to have fun and make me pretty for Mom, but if you screw it up, I got a race with botched hair. You call that scissors, you're shitting me, Ashley.
What? All right, you want to do it?
How can you come to do hair and not bring scissors?
How can you live in a home without a pair of scissors that aren't for your scrapbooking?
Okay, just get here and start hacking.
Yes or no?
Do it.
Made me feel so
Brittany,
good.
do it.
Brittany, don't be cute.
I'm not. You must be
This
waiting
is
to like.
very
don't-
upsetting. Ah, fudge. I want to show you something. You separate your hair. You got to pull it apart to know its spot. Then, so they go like that, and they put the clip through it, like that. Then they separate it, like that. Okay? And then they go
Don't use
like that. Gone.
Dad, those are the right scissors.
Gone.
Dad.
We'll go back through it again.
That's short.
Okay, cut it.
Do it less.
Cut it. Have some balls.
That's your hair.
Why do I have 3 girls? 3 and...
Lucky.
What could I do for your mother?
You cannot say the F word on your date. And don't talk about work.
I effing won't.
Do something cute with Mom. Like something like you guys did like a long time ago when you guys were first dating, and then just like redo it now. Or just, I don't know. Think of
Sex?
something.
That was a long time ago.
Dad, please stop talking.
That was a long...
Oh my God.
I wasn't gonna get graphic.
That's horrible.
I don't know anything about dating. It's been so long. But driving, I know everything. And that's where my focus has got to be right now.
Welcome, race fans and contestants, to another thrilling day at the Speedway.
Lost my wife along the way winning championships, and now I've lost the championship. But I'm going to get that championship back, and I'm sure in hell I'm going to get my wife back.
He gets to the finish line first, 5-3.
Last year I lost because I lost focus. You boys okay? Samoyan got this under control? You'll be fine. I've got to go to the start line. I'll be ready to go.
We'll be up there soon. It's time to go.
I know, but Dad's so cute.
He was like just so worried. You were like, it was like you guys were really going on a first date. I'm like, haven't you already been married to her for 25 years and had 3 kids with her?
Because we haven't been on one since you guys were born, probably.
Like he really is very mushy. Or he wants to be mushy, but you're not mushy, so I think he doesn't know what to do.
No, he's never mushy. He's always
Mom,
yelling.
he is mushy though. He's a very mushy person, you can tell.
He gets emotional at times.
You're kind of the big bad witch.
Yeah, you're kind of the bitch.
Oh my gosh.
You are. There's been plenty of times where like, Mom was so mean
I
to
know.
Dad.
Dad mean at all. That's called putting him in his place. Because for one instant, he wants to be all lovable, and the next 23 hours out of the day, he's going to be how he is.
Mom, you knew that when you married him.
No,
I don't think
he's
he's
gotten
any
worse.
different.
You obviously did to him.
Dad's married to you, so you should be a little nicer to him.
I am nice.
Doesn't matter, win or lose, you show how your cars will perform. Racing is why I breathe. Next to my children, racing is what I do.
Talk about John Force. Right now, TJ is the only one who can deny him his first pole this year, his 9th at the Winter National, and the 126th of his career. Is he gonna do it?
Tension's been building, and it's race time now. We're back to find out if John Force can pull it off. The funny cars are at the line for this final session. John Force needs this win. Can he do it? And John Force wins.
Take a look at the numbers. John goes 4.66 seconds, 329 miles an hour, a new national record in elapsed time.
Now, I mean, that car was stuck down the middle. That's about as straight a run as you're ever going to see a funny car make.
Can you say, look out, because John has got the bit between his teeth?
Man, it's awesome. You know it's funny, all these years of winning, your kids, they never ask you like, gee, you did good. You know, and all of a sudden, like, what's wrong with the old man? He never wins anymore. So I got me a win, and I want to say something to you. 30 years ago, I went racing to get a championship. The last 20 years, my kids all behind, and I left a great woman behind, and I really screwed up, and she loves me. She just don't like me. There's a difference. But I'm dedicating this trophy to that woman, Lori Force, my wife. Courtney, that refrigerator needs to look like a person lives here.
Getting Dad ready for the date was hilarious. He always has to stress out about everything, you know? I mean, he's like cooking the food, it has to be done, has to be perfect, has to be on time. He just like loves her so much.
I gotta have a place to put food.
We thought you were gonna put the food on the plate.
Okay, just like building a race car, you gotta think about what you're doing.
That way you guys all.
Why didn't you use a white tablecloth so you can see the red? You put red on red. Now, sprinkle through there. Honey, just leave us some room to eat.
Yeah, okay.
The hell is this, spray? Smell like a whorehouse.
I think he'll do anything for my mom. It's funny to watch him like put a date together, and he tries to get everything prepared and be perfect for her.
You put it on there and then it closes over it.
You've got to turn it. Would you listen to me?
I'm trying to suggest to put.
You know what? Your mouth is a little rude, and I'm not in a good mood tonight. What did you say just a minute ago?
I said you can put the fish on the foil so it doesn't just go through the grill.
Well, that's what I was gonna do before you guys said that to me. Girls, I'm really stressing here. I'm not good at this.
And just go, and we'll finish it off. Where are you going
Thanks.
right now?
Thanks for loving me too, baby. Okay? Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm such a dick.
Oh, I was supposed to give you one last piece of advice. Don't cuss. Or just don't open your mouth at all the whole night.
I become the winningest guy in the history of the sport. I've changed in the last 10 to 15 years. I'm a different guy, and I really wished I could spend more time with Lori. None of it's any good without the friendship.
Thank you.
How many do you think are there?
Oh my gosh.
How many guess? I'd really like to get that friendship back, and that's what I'm trying to do. How about going on 25? You look great. Yeah. Thanks, Greg.
Yep.
You're all.
Oh, you look nice.
Got your little champagne. You look great.
Thank you.
Of course, you always do.
Thanks.
I'm ready. If you'll sit down, please.
This looks so good.
Okay. Can you find?
Yep.
The girls and their roses, Mother.
We gonna start doing this every week?
Every week. You can see your hill.
Yeah.
It's nice.
This is really nice, John. You did a really good job. You had good employees, too. The girls did good.
I know, well, you know, I can never get anything done without the team. But when it comes to you, everybody loves you.
Thank you.
So do I.
Well, I love you, too. Thank you.
What I'm trying to accomplish tonight, if we could just open up and talk. I'm trying to get back to where we used to be and how we lost that. We did all this stuff and then we let it all go. And why can't we just fix it? Did we used to be best friends, or did I just believe that?
No, we're still best friends. But best friends fight a lot sometimes.
To the most beautiful woman in the world, and I mean that, and to the most beautiful hill. Here's to you, and here's to us. Now turn and look at that. Hey, you sure you don't want to stay? I got 3 rooms. You can stay in any one of them. You don't have to sleep with me.
No, I gotta
Just
be
to get
home with
to
the
know me.
girls. John, I'm not gonna stay.
Can you get this beautiful woman home? Give me a kiss. Okay. Bye.
Love you.
I love you.
I love John, but we have too much of a history to be able to solve everything in one night.
Maybe some things can't be fixed. And maybe I expected too much too soon. But that's what I always loved about Lori. She'll forgive, but she won't forget.